Good afternoon everybody. Welcome to our sunset safari live in the African bush, where I've started my afternoon adventure sharing a flower with you. It looks kind of whitish, but it's actually purple, believe it or not, and it's called a poison apple. I think they are very, very pretty, and they're almost everywhere, which is a little strange, but it's because of all the rain. My name is Tess. I'll be taking you out on safari here at Djuma in the Sabi Sands, and behind the camera is Panda. Now, it's a really hot day, so we're going to be focusing on some of the smaller things today. Some flowers, some birds, and hopefully some of the mammals come out a little bit later. But we're sitting at around 36 degrees Celsius at the moment, so that's about 97 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. It is hot. It is hot, 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 and there's not an inkling of rain anywhere on the horizon. So I think we're going to be shade hopping. It's actually kind of what this flower is doing. It's chosen quite a shady spot to grow. They grow in little shrubs, and usually there's very few flowers per shrub, so I'm not surprised we're only seeing one little flower. And I suppose a lot more flowers might follow as our adventure carries on. So we're waiting to see where he's going to pop up now. He did scent mark, I'll give him that. He did scent mark against one of the bushes. Ah, he's still in the same spot. Never mind. Everybody calm down. But he is definitely creating some splashes regardless. I think he's having fun in the water. And I think it's because there is an actual storm rolling in. Hippos love that wet, rainy weather. They get energetic. They come out of the dam a bit earlier. So even hippos on their own will start playing around. And I'm sure many of you will know that if you've watched Dewey, the hippo that's normally in Gari Dam, the main dam on Djuma where the waterhole camera is. He likes to play with sticks.
Oh, these buffaloes, a lot of them are still in the water, just not moving, just cooling down. There's a big cumulonimbus cloud that was developing to our west, and now it's dissipated, but there's this whole high-lying cloud mass that's now covering the sun, and it's just dropped the temperature to a slightly more, how can I put it, manageable level. But it's still hot, still humid, and it's very evident from the behavior from this buffalo how they are still seeking some relief in the water. I'm glad we found them. This morning I was trying to figure out where they went, and the conclusion was that they went north. But I must say, with this cloud bank now approaching us, it's definitely brought some relief in temperature. It's still hot, but it's definitely dropped a degree or two. Will, in all likeliness, prompt them to start moving and go and graze. But as I mentioned the other day, you'd probably not find this. Let's say we have not had the rains we had, and it's a hot late summer day. Grazing quality is not very good. They probably would have gone in, cooled down, continue eating. But the grass quality is so good at the moment that they have to eat far less quantities at the moment. So they spend a lot more time recreationally.
So it is indeed confirmed that this is a nesting pair, not these three that we're looking at. The two on the right currently are obviously fledgling chicks, and they're chasing an adult around because that is the food machine. And the adult literally just killed something, and then the two youngsters came in and fed on it. And now the adult seems to want to get away from them so that it can go off and find something. But these two are obviously very hungry youngsters. I don't know what they ate on there. It was of decent size, and the adult bludgeoned it to death. And then very quickly, the two ran in, and the one sort of spread its wings out and dominated it. while the other one tried to get a piece. Now we've got a crow coming in, might try to mob them. And these two youngsters running around trying to keep up with the adult look like they're also trying to chase that crow off. But this is awesome. These crows obviously not happy that these secretary birds are here as well, but they don't seem to... oh, there's a secretary bird chasing the crow now. White-necked ravens. Whoa. Trying to get rid of them. So it's a bit of to and froing between these two species. And the one youngster there quite persistent in chasing off those ravens. Obviously quite a bit of competition here. And they're getting mobbed. That's awesome. I love it when they spread their wings out like that. You actually see the wingspan. It can be, up to about 2 meters. Maybe they're going to move off now already. They could have pretty much flattened it. Fat bellies once again. Look at that. Easily a few kilos already in. And the way it's walking, seemingly, I think that might be them finished. Yeah, I think they might have just about finished that off. Look how fat they are once again. That's incredible.
We have got to the wild dogs and very, very happy to get to them once again on screen. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful animals. I mean, look at that coat. And yes, they have been quite active up and down here at the moment. And it just seems like there's a lot of... There might be a kill there as well. I don't know, that one is sitting at the back. They might be chewing on something. Difficult to see exactly, but yeah, it looks like they might have a kill. I'm not too sure what it is. Might have something in the grass. But with wild dogs, when they do make a kill, they devour it so quickly. And coming to their hunting skills as well. I mean, this is your most successful hunter or predator for their hunting skills and all that. Around about maybe 80 to 90% success rate. And how many kills I've seen made by wild dogs, like successfully, is unbelievable. I mean, they'll just outrun their prey. Just like the stamina that the wild dogs do have is incredible and enormous. And yeah, they can just continue chasing that prey down until the poor prey is completely worn down, tired, in shock, and that's when they will grab their prey. And when they go hunting and when they're going like just combing through this grass and waiting for something to kind of dart out, they can just really pick up with that fantastic sense of hearing. They can just pick up exactly what's busy chewing something. Oh, they got something there. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's got something. He's got a horn. It looks like an impala horn. He's got a prize there. Well done. Looks like the remains of a kill. Definitely the remains of a kill. I think that's why they're also jumpy and very active. But it doesn't seem like they are full from that kill. If it was a full male impala, full grown impala, they would, all their tummies will be completely round.
Well, the wild dogs may be endangered, Cedric, but possibly we are now. We've got one of them lying right behind the car. He's just walked past the door. Now we have had a little bit of activity. You can see the shorter maned one is also having a little bit of a grooming session. We've had a couple of yawns, often a precursor to a little bit of movement. So we will see. Let's just hope they go north, because if they go south, we're very, very close to Gowrie, Main, which is our southern boundary. And if they were to cross that road, we wouldn't be able to follow them, which would be a shame. But let's think positively. So unfortunately we can't show you the other one at the moment, because if I look over my right shoulder, I can just see a tail about a metre behind my back wheel. This one's going to turn his back on us. I wouldn't be surprised if they go and have a drink of water. That would normally be expected before they get active. He's also going to follow his brother, I think. Okay. We've got these two black-tailed males that are walking west towards us, up Little Gary, or Gary Main I should say, along the cut line. And they're about to walk past the car, and we're sitting in complete darkness, and I'm just going to see shadows walk past my legs, which was always a little bit unnerving. Beautiful boys. See, look, there he comes, there he comes, there he comes. Now you can see him clearly, Max, I would think. BK, just come up a touch. Do you see him there? Yeah. Looks like a spider emerging from a hole. I'd say we just gave him probably a bit of a fright when we came past him, and then reversed back to have another look. And now he's relaxed a little bit and come back out. So we've got all our lights off as normal, just using the IR. Now, had I had the scorpion torch, we would be seeing him glowing bright yellow, and nobody really knows why these scorpions fluoresce the way that they do. It's either some sort of communication, or possibly an aposematic thing to scare off birds that also see in UV light, but birds eat scorpions, so I don't really buy that. So we assume it's some form of ability to recognise one another at night time.
Thank you for joining us on a wonderful sunset safari. We really appreciate you being with us on the vehicles. I'm happy that you enjoyed it, and I hope that everyone enjoyed it. I know ordinarily you'd see my face at this time, but I don't want to move too much, because every time I move, or Panda moves too much, this little bird wakes up, and I don't want it to fly off. So I think we're rather just going to let it sleep very peacefully. But thank you again to everyone that joined us on another wonderful sunset safari. I hope that you all enjoyed it. From Panda and I and the rest of the crew, we are going to be out and about early tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. Central African time, for our sunrise safari. I'll be eagerly waiting to hear if we have to mud wallow tomorrow. Good night, everyone.